We are now welcoming in Sal Licata and John Jastrzemski. And JJ, not sure where you were around 5:20, 5:30, but was anything broken in the Jastrzemski household?
No, everything's A-OK. I was about to get on the Peloton, and I had to put that on hold because I was very fearful that Aaron Judge had played his last game as a New York Yankee, or Arson Judge, as the tweet from John Heyman came out and said. Look, here's what it boils down to. My confidence level, fellas, was very high about the fact that Aaron Judge was going to be a Yankee. I wake up to this Time Magazine article, the high school sweetheart, the fact that Judge was ticked off about the fact that Brian Cashman leaked the details of the contract going back to April. And Sal, now I'm really concerned, dude. Listen, I think I speak on behalf of most Yankee fans. I can't imagine what their team will look like next year if Aaron Judge is not a part of the equation. I can't imagine to think about a plan B, a C, a D, whatever. They need to get this done, and I'm very fearful they're not going to do it.
Kendall?
No, Emma Lovewell.
Look, they cannot lose Aaron Judge. We've talked about this for months. We've talked about it all year. My issue is the Yankees themselves, right? They're the ones who created this mess. Whether he ends up leaving or not, and who knows with these reports. We all thought he was going because it was a reputable source who tweeted that out. Turns out not so fast, and, hours later, still nothing happening here. But the Yankees, JJ, created this mess from the beginning. It should never have gotten to this point where now there is a legitimate threat that the Giants would be the place where he would end up, because they offer something the New York Yankees cannot, and that is the chance to go home. Will the Yankees rebound if Aaron Judge goes elsewhere? Eventually, I think that they might, but they won't recover from the blowback that the fan base will have. Guys like yourself are going to be livid that they got to a point where they let one of the best players, if not the best player in baseball, leave their team to go to another team. That doesn't happen to the New York Yankees. That would be a clear sign that things have changed. Yeah, it'll be a dark day in Yankee Land if he does indeed leave. And JJ will have to ride on the Peloton for a while to ride that set.
A lot of rides.
Emma Lovewell, Olivia Amato, Kendall Toole, they'll all be in play.